let me talk about the final exam. For this year, fall 2023, 265 class, final exam was scheduled to meet on Thursday, December 7th at 7 p.m. on purpose all the time so people come early. It will be 2 hours long exam, different location. They randomly choose location. It's going to be a big room in physics building 101. Your job is to find it before final exam, not when it's like in 5 minutes. Covers everything. It's comprehensive, including 5.3, 5.4, which we're finishing this week. 14 multiple choice and 3 free response, and I added 70% and 30% distribution. 25% of your grade. So that makes sense. They try to do it 30%, 25. So if you fail final, you fail the class. That's classic policy around the world for the final exam. In my culture, it's 100% of your grade. So like you just don't have a choice. Different room and time, I already mentioned that. Calculators are allowed. If in this class this year we were approved, I always fight for this amazing second chance idea of resurrective final exam. If your final exam grade is better than any midterm, we take the lowest midterm grade and substitute it with the final exam grade. So if your final is 95% and one of your midterms is 30 because you got sick and you did not feel well, then that midterm becomes 95. So technically speaking, you can get A+. All of this is in modules. So I love this. In CACLULUS 2, I'm the coordinator, so I'm pushing this rule every year, and that's amazing. I love it too. In Calc 3, hopefully we're going to get it too. I have a whole announcement in modules how to do well. Here is my review for you. It's amazing. Pause it. Practice problems. They are a review from ASU. I solved it all step by step, and some problems I circled in yellow. That means I recorded them, and you can watch me doing them. If you have test anxieties and if you're sleepy at 7 p.m., that makes sense. At 7 p.m., do preparation for this exam and simulate this stressful environment. Put a timer, close your door, kick out your roommates, close your notes. And that's a scary one. When you have your notes, no cheat sheets, then when your brain freaks out, but at least you're at home at 7 p.m. If you train it 2-3 times, it will get used to it. On Thursday, you just repeat the same thing. More things to practice. I have this and that. Check this out. Finally, in modules, not only I posted all my lecture notes, I'm posting all the keys from your quizzes. When I was out of imagination what to put on the exam, I just went to quizzes and copy paste from there, because you're supposed to just like know all of this. So I'll post all the keys, well, only one left. Now, I also have all the test resources, all the previous exam reviews. And I took one problem from exam 3 and one problem from exam 2 and one problem from exam 1 and put it on final exam. That's a classic way to do it. So you have all those reviews provided by the ASU, my solution, my video solution, study guides, everything for you. This took me years to create. So that's my work. And all the notes are posted, lecture notes, videos, YouTube videos have all the lectures for you. And finally, I wanted to say that please don't ask me for more extra credit. If you email me saying I'm just this close, like this close to passing grade or getting A+ or whatever, well, here's your announcement that says you already had lots of extra credits. You had extra credits in one of the exams I gave. In another exams, I dropped 3 points. I dropped the lowest homework. I dropped the lowest quiz. That's expensive. Lowest quiz is expensive. It's like 1.1% of total grade. Then top 10 or 15 active people in the forum, whatever I promised, I always just check my first email about that. Resurrection or resurrective final exam, just to mention that. So if you ask me for more points, I will mention this announcement and I will say your current grade is lower than what you see. I gave you extra credit and that's why it's there. So the answer will be no. Just letting you know, it's not to be disappointed and stuff. Yes, any questions about the final exam? Preparation, ideas, studies? The most important job for you, number one, is not to get sick. I always say, unfortunately, you can be the best and you can practice for 25 days. If you get sick right before final, unfortunately, you screw up everything. So that's what happened to me before, and So what I would do, because our final exam would be 100% of the grade, as you remember I just mentioned, I would just isolate myself for 2 weeks. And we had 2 weeks gap to prepare in my culture, because that's so important. So I would not hang out, and I would not meet with anyone, so no COVID. Well, there was no COVID, no flu, nothing. And then I would come, take a test, and then after this you can get sick. But you should not, bless you. Exactly. And then the other one, you should practice. If you don't practice, even if you think you're good at this, you see the problems, you might just not remember what they're asking you about. What is average velocity? What is this differentials thingy? And you might just not recognize what they ask you about. But you will have 2 hours to go through, and usually you don't need that much time. So you will have time to prepare. Bless you.